Rhy Shen was unleashed.
Ah! Stop it, arrival!
Desperately, Immo tried to defend himself against the heavy blows from the orb, but he couldn't land a single hit on Rhy Shen in return.
Ah! This is ridiculous. Damn! Ah! I'll lose my last fucking nerve.
At last, Immo got hold of the orb. With a furious roar, he slammed it into the ground. The impact broke the massive stone into pieces. When the dust settled, all eyes turned to Rhy Shen in sheer disgust. He heard M's voice echoing through the manipulated speech bug in his ear.
Oh, Rhy Shen. I wouldn't have done that if I were in your position.
Obviously, everyone in the room thought the same. Thos's brows cast a shadow over his eyes as he spoke.
Well, what an impressive display of your qualities, ghostly boy. No scholar below the rank of master could land a strike against protégés like Immo Silvas. Yet you defy the laws of physics in a way I've never seen. Very effective, very underhanded. But your recklessness ends here. Step aside, ghostly boy. You are dismissed.
The scholars exchanged amused whispers, watching the ghost boy and Immo sprawled on the floor like turtles on their backs, both gasping for air. Only Lumen, the girl who had dealt Immo an even harsher beating than Rhy Shen, didn't just stare. She began gathering the broken shards of the orb. Rhy Shen finally forced himself to his feet, ignoring the scornful gazes forming a cruel gauntlet around him, and strode toward the broken elevator, each step a silent defiance against their judgment.
See you tomorrow, Rhy Shen. Training begins at dawn.
Despite the stern gazes of the others, Scholar Lumen remained steady. She sensed that anyone who trained under Teel's two-faced son belonged, no matter what darkness had shaped them. Yet she couldn't help but wonder why connecting with this furious ghost was proving so difficult. The next day brimmed with wonders once again. Rhy Shen awoke from a hazy, restless slumber in his chamber, still buzzing with the sharp thrill of being misunderstood.
I only defended myself.
Kid. Your way of defending looks a lot like war, you see?
As he blinked the last remnants of sleep from his eyes, he could hardly trust what he saw. The world outside was unrecognizable once again. A dry, white desert stretched endlessly, littered only with bones.
Never seen the infinite sands, have you?
M asked with curiosity from his ear.
No rush. The desert will be here for 6 days before the next wave swallows everything. But time sure does fly, doesn't it? You'd better get ready. The alchemists will open the sphere again soon. And when they do, the next scholar they pull out will be far stronger than you.
Rhy Shen stared out over the endless white expanse, squinting against the harsh glare.
How big is it?
He murmured, his voice tinged with awe.
I mean, how big is this world, really?
M chuckled through the speech bug.
One of the riddles the alchemists are desperate to solve. The infinite sands. Too deadly to cross with any known power or vehicle in Teel. That's the dilemma of the people who live at its edges. Fascinating, isn't it?
Rhy Shen gave little more than a nod, his mind already shifting to the next challenge. The elevator hummed beneath him as he ascended toward the arena, the anticipation coiling like fire in his chest. At the arena doors, Lumen waited, Immo by her side. Her bright eyes lit up as she spotted him.
Good morning, Rhy Shen? Is that how your name is said? We're happy you came back today.
She nudged Immo, who muttered a grumpy nod in greeting.
My name is Lumen, and this is Immo Silvas Keller. We have something for you. Right, Immo?
Another nudge for Immo Silvas followed.
Yes, we do.
I forged it myself. From the shards you lost yesterday. And Immo here helped me attach a handle using an energy-absorbing spin plant. We're interested in what you can offer the group, and you're welcome. Right, Immo?
Yes, we are.
Immo confirmed, still a little reluctant, but attentive.
Brace yourself, for what you're about to witness is Juru craft at its finest.
Lumen announced with a flourish, spinning on her heel. From her back, she drew a weapon that glowed softly in the arena light.
Ta-da!
A long sledgehammer, delicate and deceptively fragile, as if it wouldn't even crack an egg if wielded properly. Rhy Shen tilted his head, studying it.
It doesn't look very strong.
He admitted, brow furrowed in curiosity.
Well,
Lumen replied with a mischievous grin.
you can't know until you try, my friend.
Immo stepped forward, holding out the weapon. As Rhy Shen reached for it, he pulled it back teasingly.
Careful!
And once more, that was mockery, not company. With a final flick of his wrist, he let Rhy Shen grasp the handle. The instant Rhy Shen's fingers closed around the hammer, a storm ignited behind his eyes. Dark, unyielding, utterly unstoppable. With a single fluid motion, he swung the hammer straight into Immo's smirking face. The impact rattled through the hall, sending Immo flying several body lengths across the floor. Rhy Shen stood over the aftermath, unshaken, every inch the embodiment of raw, commanding power. M couldn't help it. A small, mischievous laughter echoed through Rhy Shen's ear.
Well, that's one way to stand your ground, kid.
Whoever thought being a ghost meant being humble clearly hadn't met Rhy Shen.
Impressive. How much physical force you can funnel into that tiny little hammerhead of yours. I suppose the long handle gave you a bit of extra punch. But there's one thing you didn't consider, you toothpick-swinging fool.
At the far end of the arena, Immo didn't simply rise. He unfolded from the floor with shadowy eyes, surrounded by a halo of dust from his fall. With a precise motion, he wiped the thin stream of blood from his mouth.
I told you so. Don't mess with Immo.